Yeah, hi again, ladies and gentlemen. This is part two of the piece on burial. You'll have to excuse me. I have a small micro SD card on my current cell phone, so I can record up to 10 minutes at a time. So hence me having to split this video, this explanatory video in two. In any case, I'll pick up where I left off. Yeah, well, that's the way that Bariel operates. Okay, Bariel can really, he brings in heavy work, but he also works in like a short burst mode. For example, for my own business, Bariel will see to it that I get a customer out of nowhere. It can be quiet for a week or something. Okay, I can sit quietly and be bored and not get any business in a week, or even 3 weeks. Where sometimes I was worried about, hey, I'm not getting any customers. What's with the business? And then in the last week, it's just going to be boom, boom, boom. Burial will bring 2 or 3 customers that want to order, let's just say $1,500 from me. These aren't small amounts. Burial really knows how to bring things up. The first thing, the literally the day after I erected that altar for Burial and I gave him his room and everything, literally just a day, 24 hours after I did all of that, I held a ritual for him and everything. He I got a message from a customer that wanted to order something, and guess what the amount was? $2,000. That customer said that he or she will get back to me, but yeah, it was still a great result. I was really impressed, and I was like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, this is what impresses me, and that's what he's been doing up to this point. I will be honest, not every customer acts or follows through on his or her actions. So you can get, for example, 3 customers that want to order big, that want to place big orders, but they just say that they're going to get back to you and they either never do, or something happens that just turns them off, or that just makes me tell them, listen, I don't want to help you anymore, because unfortunately I'm also getting occult parasites every now and then, people that aren't trustworthy, or people that are just all talk and no action, people that don't follow through on their words when it comes to ordering. But still, nevertheless, no, I have no complaints. This is what Burial does on a regular basis, and Burial does great. That's what he does, and he's only going to do better. Literally, like he told me, okay? Because I asked him the reason for him making that statement, that referring to my financial manager, is when I asked him, can I do anything to see to it that you bring better results for me? And he literally told me, talk to your financial manager, okay? He regulates everything, he orchestrates everything. And speaking of my financial manager, he's standing next to me right now. He's not saying anything, but he's standing next to me. And yeah, Burial's also standing right at my right. They like what I'm doing. They like what I'm doing, nodding their heads in approval. Yeah, that's practically it. Burial's, for the rest, a very cool guy. He's very warm for a lunar spirit. Okay, he's very welcoming, and he likes it when I sit with him, and when I spend time with him and whatnot. And yeah, he'll only do better, but of course he needs to, my financial manager needs to supply him with more energy, and that way he will be able to bring about better results for me. But in terms of his way of working, his style, and his modus operandi, so his method of operation, that's how Burial works. Okay, Burial is basically like someone that's firing an assault rifle, but the assault rifle is firing armor piercing bullets, and he shoots in short burst mode. And like I said again, I've almost gotten used to it, because that's the way he's working. I've literally gotten used to his way of working. I could just sit for 2 weeks at a time without getting a single customer, and then all of a sudden for a week I'll get 2 or 3 customers that want to place big orders. I'm talking about $900, $1,500, you name it. Really big orders. So that makes up for it automatically. Okay, I'd rather have that than just have stupid customers that approach me, even if they are 10 or 20 customers that want to order $100 or $200. No, I'm not dissing those customers, but just for me, it's about quality, not quantity. Okay, I'd rather have one customer that placed a $10,000 order, or that places a $10,000 order, than 10 customers, individual customers that only place $1,000 orders. And I think any rational thinking person would do so. Let's see, what else? Nothing else. You can see below, in the article below, aside from Barial's seal, which he gave me, you can also see his altar. I took a picture of his altar and I uploaded it. You can see what the altar is like. Oh right, there was one last thing I was going to say. I use general lunar correspondences, so I'm talking about purple candles, violet candles, and everything is moon themed or lunar themed. Jasmine incense corresponds to the moon and whatnot. One last thing is that I also gave Bariel 2 Pentacles of Jupiter, and these really help. These really drive his point home. They drastically improve his abilities. Well, at least significantly improve his abilities. That pentacle on which his name is mentioned, and another pentacle. I can't put my name on it, but in any case, these 2 Pentacles of Jupiter specifically refer to wealth. And after doing my research immediately showed me, yeah, this is really going to boost his skills and his money making abilities, or his money generating abilities. And that's it. That's enough on Bariel. He does great, Bariel. That's my experience with Bariel so far in my 2 months in working with him. But he's already a default guy of mine. Okay, I work with him on a default basis. He's definitely one of my go-to spirits for money related affairs.